Welcome to Madrid Reviews. This is your host, Christian Madrid, and on today's video, we're going to be talking about highest to lowest. Let's get to the review now, yo. All right, y'all, let's get into this. So my boy Spike Lee just came out with a new movie, Highest to Lowest. I saw it last night, and this movie, it was really good. It was amazing. I didn't really know what to expect from this film, but I did not leave disappointed. With Spike Lee's, it could be hit or miss sometimes. The Five Bloods, I thought it was all right. I really liked Black Klansman, and I liked Inside Man, and of course his classics like Do the Right Thing and Malcolm X. Great movies. He got game, man. He's got a great catalog of films, and he did a magnificent job directing this film, as there's a lot of unique artistic choices made by him in this film, and it's a very well-made film, and he still got it. The writing is great in this film, as the story is about this music producer whose son's friend gets kidnapped. He's got to decide what to do. He's got a dilemma over his head, and I like how the film explores this, and the themes that it tackles, very good stuff. This movie, it kept me guessing throughout, as I absolutely love the thriller and suspense aspect of this film. The dialogue is so great. It's funny at times, and also serious when it needs to be. And, that also goes to the wonderful acting that makes these lines sound really good. Denzel, he just gives another spectacular performance in this movie, as his character is very two-dimensional and shows a range full of different emotions, and he steals every scene he's in. Like always, it's fucking Denzel. He's gonna steal every scene, you know. And I didn't even watch the original High and Low, by Akira Kurosawa, but that's okay because Denzel didn't watch it either. He said in an interview, and he also went on to say, "I don't watch movies." Like, who the fuck says that in an interview? I just wanted to point that out. Like, who says that? I've seen Kurosawa's other films like Seven Samurai, Rashomon. Great movies. I thought he would watch those too, but he said he didn't see those either. But yeah, I do want to see High and Low, the original one. But Denzel, he steals the show. I guess he don't need to watch movies because he's that good at acting. You know, he kills it in this movie. Jeffrey Wright, he also does a really good performance in this film. I feel bad for his character. I feel like, his character in this movie got like very unnecessary hate. He's just trying to care for his kids, and all these other characters being assholes towards him. And then A$AP Rocky, surprisingly, he gave a solid performance too. He's not an actor, he's a musician, but he's kind of playing a little bit of a fictionalized version of himself in this film, and he does a pretty good job. He has a really good scene with Denzel towards the end when they're in the studio. Just a great scene, one of my favorite scenes of the year, actually. And the cinematography, it feels like its own character in this film. As this movie, it's beautifully shot with so many great camera choices and angles used in this film, including a fantastic Warner, with the train scene with Denzel in this film. So fucking good, and other unique camera choices like having long take a still shot when Denzel and his son are talking. Literally, the camera doesn't cut, and this scene's like 3-4 minutes long. It's very well acted. It felt like a fucking play, that scene. Really good. The production is also very good in this movie, as it's actually shot in the streets of New York City, and it adds to the realism in this film by using real, real and great locations, using the subway. It's very rare that they're actually shot, and, these are actually, extras, it's not AI or fucking CGI using this shit for the extras, so it was really refreshing to see, these actual locations being shot. It's a very rare thing. It looks like actual money was thrown at this movie, so it's worth it, to throw like 40-50 mil. I don't know how much the budget of this movie was, but whatever it was, it was worth it. It's a very well made film. The sound design offers some great mixing and sound effects used wonderfully throughout. The score and soundtrack is magnificent in this film. It's well used to convey a variety of different emotions throughout the film, and the soundtrack, with some hip hop and rap music, from A$AP Rocky, is good in this movie. The editing starts off a little slow, but the film picks up as it goes along. It did start a little slow. I was like, okay, where's the story going? But then once it gets going, it really gets going. Some good pacing, and it's a solid runtime. A little over 2 hours. And even though I think like the very last scene, it could have been cut out, I think. I think once Denzel and A$AP Rocky towards the end, like they have another scene, after that it could have ended. There's an extra, music number. I didn't think it was necessary. Some people will disagree. It was great scening, but, to the actual plot, I thought the story had already ended by then. But anyways, overall, Highest to Low is a great film and a great retelling of Kurosawa's classic. I gotta add that to my watch list. And it does, that film justice, I believe, even though I haven't fucking seen it, so who knows. But I think this is a solid retelling. I think it's one of the better retellings, and I highly recommend checking Highest to Low out, especially if you are a fan of Spike Lee, Denzel, or just crime thrillers in general. I'm giving this film an A. Really good movie. We eating very good out here, in and out, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's type shit. Alright, y'all, so that's the end of the video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Comment on what you guys seen this movie or excited to see it. And if you've seen it, let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite Spike Lee movie? I think mine's Do the Right Thing. What's your favorite Denzel Washington movie? I think mine's Training Day. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button alert so know when I drop a new review. Appreciate you all for watching. See you on the next one. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time you're watching. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch me talk about movies. Thank you. Bye-bye.